I would say that I'm quite confident in most parts of my life now. Like there is a lot of parts of my life where I've grown so much and I've achieved so much, where I think that I wouldn't have, like in the past I would have thought that I would never have achieved the level of, I guess you could say, success in them areas. But the one place that really makes me feel insecure is money, is my financial situation in this current moment. In recent times, I'd say like the last year, where money's been tight, money's been, I've had to watch what I'm spending. I've had to say, can I really afford to do that? Can I really afford to spend that? Can I really afford to go and travel here? Can I really afford to, buy this thing? And I've always been good at saving, and I've always had money just because of that, being able to save and stuff, and being like not really stupid with my money. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not really stupid in like getting things on like monthly subscriptions, like paying for a phone on monthly subscriptions and saving my money and just not wasting it on things that I don't really need. Like it takes me a lot to go out and actually spend something, and when I do spend something, I'm like, oh, I needed that, or I guess I wouldn't say I needed it, but it was something that I could afford and I could spend the money on, and it didn't hit me hard. But like in recent times, it's like now I have to really watch what I'm spending my money on and where I'm going, and I have to be really careful with that right now, because money's just not abundant for me at the minute. It's a part of my life that I'm struggling with in this current moment. I don't know, it just creates a insecurity within me and stops me and holds me back from doing things, and maybe like investing in myself in ways like maybe I could buy courses, or maybe I could buy items to improve like the quality of these videos, or in that sense it's like holding me back. Or maybe getting experiences in like traveling and stuff. Like I could be going here and seeing this thing and finding out and meeting new people, like in a natural human way to meet people. And that'd be lovely, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice thing to do, because I always enjoy meeting strangers. I always enjoy talking to strangers and getting into like deep conversations and just seeing where the conversation takes me. And it always like, makes your day better, doesn't it? Right now, like I feel like I need to go through it, because it's a place where I've never really struggled with. Like I said, I've always had money, I've always had a job and stuff like that. And I do have a job, I have, my own business, but it's slowly dying out. And it's been, my dad's had this business for, I'd say 15 years now, and there's just that much competition. Things are moving towards other people, I guess you could say. Maybe it's all happening for a better purpose, a better thing that's meant to come. Or maybe it's showing me that, maybe it's putting me in a situation where I'm uncomfortable, because they're the places that I've grown the most, is where I've been the most uncomfortable, where I've hated my job. My Tide passed away, my girlfriend broke up with me, and them times when you would break up with your girlfriend, like they're really uncomfortable, like you're really sad, and like that's where I've seen the most progress. And I'm like really uncomfortable now with the money situation, where I'm like, I'm like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, and it's just making me feel like I'm lacking in that area of my life. I'm lacking in that. I can't just do what I want. I can't spend it on what I want. I can't upgrade to like a new camera or a new setup. I can't buy editors. I can't, it's in that sense, it's like really holding me back in, the funds and money. But I think it'll serve its purpose in what's to come. And that's why I want to kind of share this and be open and a bit, vulnerable about this. It's because, a lot of people are going through this or going through something similar, and like maybe they don't see it how I see it. Because I'm uncomfortable, because I'm in this place now, like I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to just sit back and dwell on things and think, I'm not going to make it and stuff like that. I don't have time to do that, because if I do that, then I'll never make it, and then I'll get myself into a situation where I'll probably just have to work for someone else again, and I don't want to do that. That's not what's in me to do. I want to be able to work for myself. I want to be able to make money. I want to be able to, be my own boss. And I feel like this is that situation that's putting me into it. It's my, I've worked on my physical for so long, my physical health. Then I worked on my mental health, and I think now it's, well, I guess they played a role in each other, but like focusing on my mind and how my mind works, and now it's like more on like my financial situation. Like there's like three parts of your life, isn't there, that you need to work on, and the physical stuff is what I was always drawn to, because I never liked how I looked. I never felt good in myself, and that was an area that I felt insecure about. So I worked on that, and I learned everything that I could about the gym. I learned how to improve myself physically. Then it was moving on to like my mental side, and how my brain works, how other people's brain works, like psychology, emotions. Like I've learned all this sort of stuff so I can understand myself, understand my brain, how my brain works. And now I feel like it's transitioning me just naturally into focusing on more like the financial stuff now, where my business there's more competition, and it's not something that I love, so I don't really want to put my effort and time into. I want to put my time and effort into this sort of stuff, into helping other people mentally, physically, hopefully financially. And I think this is the start, is for me to be on this journey, being uncomfortable. I'm trying to be, hopeful about it. I'm trying to look at the bright side and trying to look at the positives. And like, even though it's a hard situation, even though there are days where I sit there and I'm like, I doubt myself. I doubt that I can get to where I want to be. Even though there are days where I slip, I maybe skip the gym, I eat unhealthy food. There are days like that. But then that uncomfortable side where I just think about working for someone else, where I think about my old self, where I used to be and how I used to feel, how my mind was just so consumed by anxious thoughts and depressing thoughts. Like, I don't want to be back there. That's not where I want to be. I've worked so hard to get away from that person, and he's still there, but I can't let myself go back to that. And they're the things that sit in my mind, and I really just think I can't let myself. That it motivates me to keep going. It pushes me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. That pain, that fear makes me go on, makes me keep pushing, makes me think that there's hope. Because, look at how far I've come. Look at who I used to be and what I used to do. Like, I can do it. I know I can do it. I know it's within me. But right now it's just like a period of my life where it's a bit uncomfortable and it's a bit scary, and I don't know what's next and what to do next. And it's all about figuring it out. It's all about taking that one step, the next step. You can't see what's in front of you, but as long as you take that next step forward, then you'll eventually get to the place that you want to be, right? Even though it's scary, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, it's something that has to happen. Whether it's God or the universe or something, whatever you believe in, I feel like these situations are here to teach us a lesson, teach us what we need to know for where we're going. Like, if I didn't know how to be accountable for myself within the gym, I'm talking about now, within the gym, within eating, with that sort of side of things, like, how can I teach other people? Like, that's always what I've wanted to do, like, be a personal trainer or teach people, how to improve their life through fitness. And if I never went through them experiences, if I never felt that uncomfortable situation, if I never went through them struggles, I wouldn't understand the people that I'm speaking to. I wouldn't understand the people that I want to engage with and connect to, like genuine connection and conversation, and through business as well. Like, I wouldn't be able to connect to people in any way if I never went through that. If I just like copied someone else, what someone else said, then you can sort of get when someone's not being genuine or someone's not speaking their truth. It's just one of them situations that I have to go through so I can help people in that area. Maybe, it's something that as a boss, a businessman, an entrepreneur, whatever you want to call yourself or me, like, it's something that I have to go through so I can get to where I want to be, and I can go through that struggle and be able to teach people and understand the things that I have to overcome. It's the same with, anything in life, really. Like, I feel like you can apply so many things from what you learn in the gym to what you learn in business and how you do your business, and I don't know. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not I wouldn't say I'm, a successful businessman or entrepreneur, but right now that's how I feel. It's like a lot of things transfer over, especially to, like, when I eat, this is like, I don't know, this is a thought that I had the other day, where when I eat really healthy, when I'm on a cut, when I'm, being really healthy, and accountable and, being disciplined, it transfers to every other part of my life. My life just becomes more disciplined, more accountable. And when I'm bulking or when I'm eating, not tracking my food, like, the rest of my life starts to fall apart. I start to, go back into them old habits of scrolling and smoking or wanting to go out drinking. It's so weird how that happens, but it's something that I've just come to realise when I'm like bulking and cutting, like, the rest of my life starts to fall. Like, my accountability and discipline starts to fall when I start eating unhealthier or eating more sugar or eating more carbs. But then when I'm cutting and when I'm being strict to myself and accountable and disciplined, like, the rest of my life, like, the work that I produce, I feel like is better. My thoughts are better. I'm consistent with the gym. I'm consistent with running. Like, everything just, it's just better. But yeah, I don't want to talk any longer. This is quite a long video, and I want to try and shorten them down a bit because I have been rambling on a little bit. So I hope you enjoy this, boys, and I hope you can relate in some way, and I hope it helped in some sort of way. Love you.